This is John for JohnnySpeed.com and Resistance Pro. I'm at the Southside Occupational Academy, an Our Pro Pop event. I got Robert King. How are you, sir?
Doing good.
Why are you here?
You know, this is my fourth pop event, and I think it's the best message to send out there to the kids that you can do stuff if you put your mind to it. I was a troubled teen somewhat, and I changed my life around, and now I'm a police officer, and I come to these events because if kids can hear a positive message from somebody that's been down and brought themselves back up, I think it's going to help all the kids. And that's the goal for me, even being a police officer, is to work with kids. So one day I plan on being a school resource officer just to help the teenagers mostly, and get them, you know, and catch them before they get to 18, before they do something that could potentially ruin their lives.
What do you think turned your life around then? You said you were troubled as a youngster, but obviously you've turned it around. So what do you think the biggest force was?
You know, I just sat down one day, and I actually got in trouble when I was 17 and, you know, did a couple hours in jail. And I'm going to tell you something, that really changed my life, because I was on the other side of really what I wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a cop, and I went to the other side, and it made me open my eyes to see that there are better things out there than, you know, not listening. I wouldn't say really trouble, but I'd say, you know, I had some problems like listening to people, and so going to jail really made me change who I was. So since then I haven't been in any trouble, and I'm thankful and fortunate enough to be a cop and can spread a message to young teenagers out there, because I think it starts, you know, right before you hit 18, that's where it starts.
So it's interesting. Now, cops sometimes get bad reputations. I've got a bunch of friends that are cops. Obviously you're a cop. But it's not about writing tickets, right? I mean, there's many more important parts.
You know, that's the thing. I consider myself different than other cops, with the simple fact that I like to help people. You got a job to do, and people are not going to like everything that you do, and they're not going to like the fact that if they break the law, they got to go to jail, or they're going to get a ticket, you know, for speeding or whatever. But you know, that's not what it's about. It's about helping people. As a police officer, you're a mother, father, sister, brother, counselor, teacher, friend, pastor. You know, they come to us for everything. You know, if anything happens, they call the police. That's what people do. And I'm one of those police officers who try to make a difference in the community. And the community I work in is a small community. It's only 600 people. But I got the respect of those 600 people, and I got the respect of my community by the way I do things. You know, I try to help people out. If you want the help, it's there. If you don't want the help, then, you know, sometimes you got to go a different way.
Now, our Pro Pop is spreading the message all throughout, but you know, we can't reach everybody at live events. What is your advice for the kids out there who haven't been to a pop event, but you can impart some wisdom to them?
You know, I really promote and preach, if you need help, find a mentor, somebody who is doing something positive. If you need a big brother or a big sister, that program is out there, you know. But if you can find a mentor, I had a mentor, you know, growing up, and he's on police department back home, and he really helped me out. Any questions I had, I could go to him and didn't have to worry about him looking down on me for asking, you know, a dumb question in my mind. He didn't look down on me. If you can find somebody that's got the knowledge and has been through some things and can help you out and can share their wisdom with you, that's the best thing to do.
And what do you think the state of your situation at our Pro, the state of the referee situation?
You know, our referee staff is really good right now. We're working hard to try to maintain a professionalism, and that's the big thing. I mean, when we get into the ring, people just see stripes and they see, you know, black and white, and they think all we do is count 1, 2, 3, when that's not the case. We're in there, we're keeping order, we're restoring order, we're making sure that time goes right, we're making sure that this person is doing this and this person is doing that, and it's hard to be in that position, especially with guys that are much bigger than you, and you're trying to tell these guys what to do. And it's basically about being firm, being assertive, and showing the guys that you're in charge, because the referee's in charge. If there's nobody in charge, it'd be chaos all the time. I'm
seeing similarities between that and being a policeman.
It's the same thing.
All right.
I mean, you just got to do your job, and I'm out there to do a job, and I love our Pro. And when I became a referee here, you know, I was elated that, you know, the Barons and Billy gave me a chance, and I'm glad I get to share and, you know, be the best referee I can be for the our Pro fans.
Now, for the people out there, where can they find a little bit more about you online?
You can check me out on Facebook. It's under Robert King. My picture right now is me holding up the Resistance Women's Champion, but I'm Robert King, and, you know, look me up.
Any last minute advice for the kids?
You know, just, you know, keep going to school and keep your grades up, because later on down the road, it's going to play a major part in your life. The one thing that I wish I would have done is went to college right away, right out of high school, and I didn't get the opportunity to do that. But now going back and doing a couple college courses, if you can go to college and further your education, I suggest you do that, because it's going to push you and help you get along further on down the road.
Robert King, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming to the pop events, and we'll see you out there in the ring.
Have a good one, Johnny.
Thank you, man.
Yep.